Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sharon Tidiwe and today I'm back with another video. But before we get right into it, I want to give a massive thank you to everyone who subscribed, everyone who commented, everyone who liked my previous videos. Guys, I'm seeing the love, I'm feeling the love. Thank you so much. It's really much appreciated. To those who haven't yet subscribed, guys, I see those you're just watching and not subscribing, I see you. Please do subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that each and every time when I upload, you'll be notified. So now let's get right into what I have for you today. So guys, today I'm going to be talking about the things that I personally live by. Yes, the things that I personally live by. So with me today, I have my journal. And in my journal, I've written 5 things that I live by. Things that I live by each and every single day. So the first thing that I live by is, if you know better, you do better. If you know better, you do better. I got to know about this card. Should I say a card? No, I don't think it's a card. It was on a podcast that I was listening to. Yeah, a podcast that I was listening to where Oprah was interviewing this other lady called Maya Angelou, and she was narrating a story, and in the midst of it she just said, if you know better, you do better, and it really hit hardcore. So this was me just looking right in my life, and it was like, okay, most of the things that happened in my life, I mean all the mistakes and everything that happened, is because I didn't know better. So what can I do to do better? And the only thing that came to my mind is that if I want to do better, I should know better. So what do? I read books, I listen to podcasts, I interact with people who are involved in the areas that I want to have knowledge on. The goal is to have knowledge. Knowledge is power, and once you have knowledge, nobody can take it away from you. Let's look at relationships, let's look at finances, let's look at all areas in our lives. The things that happen in our lives most of the times, the bad things, the mistakes, it's because we don't know. We just don't know. We are not knowledgeable. Like I think I said it in my first video. Back then, guys, I was just that person. I didn't know. I was just that person who was so clueless about life. I didn't have no knowledge, be it in relationships, be it in the finances, be it in my emotions, be it mentally, be it where I just didn't have knowledge. And this court, it really hit me hard, and I made a conscious decision that I want to know better so that I can do better in life. So yeah, you guys, we have to know. Fill yourself with all the knowledge that you need. If you feel that like you're lacking in your finances, you are spending so much, you are financially unstable, your relationships aren't working, find knowledge about that area. Find knowledge, and the moment you do so, you begin to know better. And when you know better, you do better. So yeah, that's the first card. That's the first card for today. And then the second card is living in the present moment. I used to be that person who couldn't just live in the present moment. Like, I would be thinking, my mind would be 10 years after. That's where my mind would be. But it's not good, because even in the Word of God, it tells us that we shouldn't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow has to worry about itself. So why do we have to worry about tomorrow? We don't have to. God tells us that we shouldn't. But most of the times we find ourselves worrying, and it's not even good that we worry, because God is telling us that we should live in the present moment. So I live by this quote. I try by almost to live in the present moment. Imagine you're still in uni, and already you're already thinking about the guy who's going to marry you. You're going to worry. You're worrying about whether he's going to cheat you, whether you're gonna have children, whether you're worrying about a lot of things. Why not focus in the moment that you are? Why not focus on your education? Why not focus on the things that you're doing now? Why not focus on the career that you're doing now? Yes, you want to have a better job, but why not focus on the job that you're on it now? Why not do that? Because the moment when you try living out of the present moment, it's just going to take away your joy. It's just going to take away your joy, because you're going to consume a lot of time worrying. Live in the present moment. Everything that you need, it's in the present moment. Even in the what do you call this, the Lord's Prayer, it says that give us this day our daily bread. this day, right? We want the things for this day, not the things for yesterday or the things for tomorrow. We want the things for today, and God is going to provide those things which are sufficient for today. So be present about everything. Whether it's in a relationship, be present. You can be not in a relationship and thinking, okay, what if he cheats on me? Can't you just enjoy this moment that you're in? I mean, is it that difficult? You just have to be living in the present moment and don't worry about anything. If God can keep the birds, if He can give the birds food, what more of you, the lilies, the flowers, He keeps stars. What of you, a human being, the one thing that is closer to God's heart? So yeah, live in the present moment and stop worrying. And then the third thing is that consistency is key. This card, I got it from I think it was a sermon that I listened to. It was it was a series sermon by Torrey Roberts, and it was about consistency, and I got to learn so much from that, and I've been applying it in my life. You have to be consistent about some things. You have that desire, you have that passion, you have that thing that you really want to do, and then you do it. Like, you just start doing it, and then all of a sudden you stop. Why did you stop? Sometimes it's because people are not clapping for you. Like, you need people to be clapping for you, people to be telling you that you're doing good, but already you know what's in your heart, you know what you want, you know your end goal, you know where you wanna be in the end. But so why are you looking and listening to what people say? You just have to be consistent. And oh God, maybe you wanna start doing a diet, you still wanna go into the gym, and then at first it's gonna be hard. Like, it's gonna be hard. One thing for sure is it's gonna be hard, but you still have to be consistent, because consistency is key. It's key to be consistent. Okay guys, so me, like, the one thing that I'm consistent at every single day, like, I was reading this book called the 5 a.m. Club. I read it last year. And I just made a conscious decision that I want to live by this, because I got to realize that in the morning, that's when my mind, like, is all open. So each and every single day, not every, sometimes I do slack, but most of the times I try by all means to wake up at 4:30. I read my Bible, I read my books, I listen to podcasts, I just do anything just to gain the knowledge. Like, that's me. Like, I'm more productive in the morning, so I try by all means to be consistent with that. And it's now easier. It's now so easy for me to be waking up at 4:30 and doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. That's consistency. If you feel like if you're a good singer and you feel like you have the talent of singing, and you feel like you have that talent that you have, and you really know that it's in you, do it, and be consistent with it. So yeah, consistency is key. Be consistent. And then the fourth thing that I live by is that do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. Yes, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Before you do anything, consider someone else's feelings. Don't just do things out of just doing, because okay, fine, you're gonna be gossiping that person. If you are gonna be the one that's gonna be gossiped, how are you gonna feel about it? How? So sometimes before you do something, you just have to consider the other person, because we are each other's keeper, right? That's what the word of God says. We are each other's keeper. We should be looking and keeping our brother, our sister out there. We should be looking out for them. And the moment you do bad things to them, like, I don't get it, guys. You don't have to do that. Do what you would want them to do unto you, even in relationships, even everywhere. Just do what you would want them to do unto you. So yeah, that's the one thing that I live by, and it has helped me to be so kind, to be so loving, and to be so kind to others. And then the other thing that I live by is that comparison is a thief of joy. Comparison is a thief of joy. The moment you start comparing your life to other people, oh my god. I did a video on comparisons, and I hope you guys watched that. The moment you start comparing yourself to other people, like, you're just gonna be living a stressful life. You're gonna be living a life that is so full of depression, a life that is full of all negative emotions, a life that is full of jealousy, just because you are trying to compare yourself to the other person. You don't get to realize that God, when He created you uniquely. He created you with a purpose that is different from the other person. And the moment that you want to be like the other person, you are going out of God's plan. Because God's plan is like, God wants us to prosper. There's a plan to make us prosper and never to harm us. And the moment you want to run away from that plan and trying to copycat or trying to be someone else, no. Yeah, and then it reminds me of something that I once said on this podcast with Sarah Jakes. Like, just say that God cannot bless who you pretend to be. The moment you start comparing yourself is the moment you start pretending to be someone you are not. And it's not good to compare yourself. It's not good. It takes away a lot of things. It takes away happiness. It takes away joy. So I've applied that in my life. I don't compare myself to other people. I compare myself to myself, because I know that God has a plan for me, a plan to prosper me and never to harm me. And before I was in my mother's womb, God already knew. He already had a plan for me. So there is no need for me to be going around and comparing myself to the other person. No, there is no need to be doing that, because I'm uniquely made. I am uniquely made. I cannot compare my relationship to the next relationship that I see on Instagram. No, I cannot do that. I cannot compare my spirituality to the next person's spirituality. No, I cannot do that, because it's a process, right? It's a process. I have to be there clapping hands for myself, not comparing myself to the other people. The one thing that I've learned is that if God is doing it for them, it means that He can also do it for me. If He has given them a job, it means that He can also do that for me. If He has given them all the good things, it means that He can also do it for me. So yeah, don't compare yourself to other people. Live your life and live it to the fullest, because the moment when you're just going to be looking out there and comparing yourself to that person, it's gonna take away your joy. It's taking away your happiness. So don't do that. And then the other thing that I live by is that as a man thinketh, so is he. So this is the last thing. As the man thinketh, so is he. This is a verse in the Bible, somewhere in Proverbs. I forgot where exactly, but it's somewhere in Proverbs. As a man thinketh, so is he. So it reminds me of the book that I was reading called The Secret. Yeah, it's a book that I read sometime last year. And yeah, it really talks much about our thoughts and everything. So many times we speak and we say and we think all the negative things for our lives. Like, we don't do nothing good for us. Like, we are always speaking negatively about ourselves. We are always doing the negative things to ourselves. We are not doing the good things to ourselves. Yet we are the people we're supposed to be applauding for ourselves. Instead of waiting for someone to, clap hands for you, clap hands for yourself. The little things that you do, clap hands for yourself. If no one is gonna be there to clap for yourself. As you think it, so is it. So many times we get to, we think negatively about ourselves, we think negatively about our families, we think negatively about our relationships, we think negatively about almost everything, and that's just gonna drag all negative things in our lives, because it's what you think, that's what your thoughts are filled with. So the thing that you're supposed to do is to say all the positive affirmations in your life. Speak positively about your life. Speak all the promises of God in your life. Tell yourself that you're a victor. Tell yourself that you can do anything through Christ who strengthens you. Say that you're a conqueror. Say all those things to yourself, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be you and only you. So yeah, it's your role to be saying all those good things to your life. So yeah, I've tended to be that person who says so much to my life, in my life. And some of the times people will be like, you call yourself girl, I'm like, no guys, it's not like calling myself, but that's what I want. That's who I am. That's who God created me to be. Because if God say that you are a child of the royal priesthood, like, guys, that speaks volumes, to be honest. So yeah, from today onwards, learn to speak positively to your life, to other people around you, to anyone. Speak positively, affirm them positively, say the positive things, right? So Guys, this brings us to the end of guys, so this brings us to the end of our video. These are the things that I live by. I hope you'll be able to take one thing and apply it in your life, and I assure you, your life would never be the same, because honestly I see a lot of change in my life just by applying these things. So I hope you also apply it in your life, and you also get to, you know, change like the way I change. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to comment, to subscribe, and to like, and to hit the notification bell, so that each and every time when I upload, you will be notified. So until next week, guys, bye. I love you so much.